Hey, how you guys doing? It was an interesting day today.
Certainly was.
It's one of those unexpected days. For news people like us, this was a day that is gonna be remembered definitely. Of course, there's gonna be more days like this to come very soon, which you will all be have the pleasure to see. We had no idea today we were gonna run into the greatest being on the planet.
This is how mystical he is. I mean, at first he told us that we're not going to be meeting, we're going to have to do a different day. He's busy. But then all of a sudden, our paths just interconnected, and we were at the crossroads of just a super meeting. It was like the meeting of titans.
Right.
Clash of the Titans.
Super meeting for a super being. I mean, this man can be at two places at one time. I mean, he
defied physics today.
Exactly. I know you might be thinking it's impossible, but this man was in two places. He was in Burger King, Northern Boulevard, and he was also at
Sanford Avenue. I mean, he is
at the same
all
time,
over.
He was at Burger King eating fast food, and at Sanford Avenue eating some Spanish.
I didn't
place.
think it was possible. Somehow he pulled it off, and I don't think he even cloned himself or anything. He just made it happen.
It's just one guy. I mean, one being. I mean, I'd love to have a clone. I mean, more than one super being.
I mean,
but you know.
Events like this just make me think of like Christ walking on water, or turning bread and multiplying it to make it feed a whole village.
Right, but in the 21st century,
of course,
this is like the Bible rewritten.
He's a modern marvel.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the sequel to the Bible comes out soon. Right?
I know, it's been long overdue, right?
It's pretty much. I mean, people have been asking for the one. This is going to be Bible 2.
This summer, Bible 2 coming your way.
Well, the good news is, what is going to be the date? 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we will have this being with us in our studio, and we will interview him. And like I said, all the questions that you have answered.
And it's going to be in superb quality. I mean, we're going to have resolution. We're going to have credits.
Of course, yeah. We're going to have the whole studio. We're going to have the cameraman, the whole,
all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, I mean, we got a producer lined up for this event. I mean, Oprah is the possibility of showing up. We don't know yet. We got to get.
Obama's already making speeches. I mean, I heard he's going to go on tonight at 11 p.m.
Well, yeah.
He's going to announce it before the world.
That's right. He forwarded some questions that he himself has about the global situation, the economy, and things like that. He might himself invite himself here to state the questions himself.
I mean, oh my! I mean, I just received on my phone a Facebook comment from Obama himself.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of Congress and political established here for this. I mean, this is getting bigger than anything. But you can't. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you have Jesus-like figure now, and you have questions. The world has questions and is seeking answers, and he's here to provide. I mean, it can't get better.
I mean, you people should have to pay to see this, but all you have to do is pay your internet bill, and you get to see it for free. Right. This is a deal.
It's gonna be streamed live, of course. As all great things are always done live. It's just, I mean, the only problem is that they said that in a week our studio, because we had some issues with our producer, they're not going to be able to pay the light bills. But from what I've heard and seen, when the Messiah figure comes in, everywhere lights up automatically. So we're not going to have a really problem.
Exactly.
Like we'll be able to have good lighting and everything because he himself emanates divine light. So.
And I hear we're not gonna have to even edit this. I mean, like
it just
the credits are gonna automatically be inserted and sandwiched into the video just by his mere presence.
Right. Scientifically, we don't know how all this occurs. The chemical reactions that are involved in it, we don't know. Science cannot figure it out. But quantum physics is getting pretty close to it.
I mean, I have heard that scientists are thinking about making Peter into an element on the periodic table. This is big news.
Right.
Big news.
That's huge news. Oh yeah, and by the way, I didn't think we at first mentioned his name. We figured out it is Peter. Peter is the name of the figure.
Peter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I've heard rumors that since Pluto lost its status as a planet, thinking of naming Peter as the planet, and he's going to be named. He's going to have his own ocean pretty soon. I even heard that he's going to be the 8th continent of the world. He's going to be the 51st state.
That's right.
There's
also.
We got a fact, sir.
Well, here, this is facts from Africa. He actually healed 49 people of AIDS.
Jeez,
49 people have been confirmed AIDS. This is confirmation from hospital with positive results.
Christ-like antics.
I mean, this is not your hearsay things like, oh, so and so healed this, but no actual proof of the healing. This is cell counts of the confirmed that the AIDS has been removed from the body.
Do you see how many digits are on here? I mean, it goes on forever.
Yeah,
it's a laundry list of people. I mean, man,
this is the real deal. The real deal.
I cannot wait till 2 weeks. I mean, I wish that we could somehow get the flux capacitor working again. I really wish the DeLorean wasn't destroyed in Back to the Future 3 and we somehow had access to that type of technology. We could go ahead in time and get there already so we could give it to these good people.
Brad, I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. But at the same time, we should use this time wisely. You and I both have many questions. Take this time to review. Take this time to think about all the questions of your life. And also, you all need to post your questions up so we can ask. These are everything you ever wanted to know. I mean, you come out of this with the answers to life. You could become more wealthier than Bill Gates.
I mean, I heard you'll never have to visit another Barnes and Noble and never buy another book again.
Why would you need to? It would be ridiculous. You have all the answers.
Just from this one video that's coming up.
Look, I could ask, listen, I got this bill, and this. How can I pay it off and have a hell of a lot of profit left? He's going to have the answer.
You probably won't have to pay your mortgage. You'll probably never have to deposit another cent into the bank. All your problems will automatically be taken care of and rectified by watching this one incredible, monumental, milestone video.
Right. And again, it's important to note that this is, of course, it's not all about finance. But what I'm saying is there's no limits. I mean, he has financial answers, healthful answers, metaphysical answers, anything, everything.
Man, I mean, Peter, all you people might as well stop trying, all you humanitarians out there. Peter has you beat. This man is the second coming of Christ. This is the be-all, end-all of humanity.
Well, yeah, that's another interesting thing. Because we don't know for sure if this is the second coming of Christ or a new being like Christ. But it's something we can ask him. I mean,
sure.
Straight out.
I mean, he's got to have the answer.
Are you the second coming, or are you just the first coming of another Christ-like being?
And we have to tell the people that we did speak to him today, and he is raring to go. He cannot wait to get before you, good people, and answer your questions. He is so excited. He can't wait. This man loves the camera. I mean, you put a camera on him, and it's going to be the best thing you ever seen.
Well, yeah, because the camera is a media that can express his godliness. I mean, he wants to show the world the way of life. Follow him to find the truth, and the camera will express his words out to the world. And that's why I think he really likes the camera, because it expresses his divinity.
Yes, it definitely, it's a medium for which he can share his thoughts and help you people. He's interested in helping you. This man is a true humanitarian. He's so selfless. I mean, this man couldn't give a care about himself. No. He's just worried about the people.
Right, exactly. It's about your saviorness. Got it? I mean...
what more can be said?
Really?
Just say Peter.
Exactly. And again, it's important to note the miraculous acts that were performed. The fact that he was in two places at once.
Gotta think about that. I'm still flustered.
I mean, how did he do that? How is it possible? How is it possible? I mean, scientifically, really.
And he did it, and he was texting at the same time. I mean, how is this man driving, texting at the same time, and
eating two different things, two different places?
He was eating two different meals.
He was eating Hispanic food and fast food, but different places apart. And then, where did he have the time to drive between all
Man.
this?
One just has to sit back and just say, how is this all possible?
I mean,
but you just gotta have faith, I guess, in
right,
these sorts of things.
And you know what? It's also I'd like to like try to bring. I mean, he has interesting quotes and sayings.
A demonstration would be great for these people. I mean, we have to give them a taste of what they're in store for. And remember, this is just a taste. You're about to experience the full, robust flavor of Peter. This is just a mere taste. It's just going to wet the palate. It's all it is.
I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I mean, nothing more to give a reveal, a demo of what's to come, you know. But
yeah, this is like if you had like one mere pea, and then all of a sudden, like next week, you have a whole Thanksgiving dinner. This is gonna be like Thanksgiving. This is gonna be a feast for not only the eyes, but the ears and the senses and the mind. I mean, you will become a better person. You won't be as great as Peter, but you will be a better person. And I mean, self-help books, Dr. Phil, all these people, they're going to be out of their jobs. I mean, I have the government calling my phone 24/7. Cam as well. We have to like turn off our phones like halfway through the day. You know, so I'm sorry if we can't get to your messages at the moment, but the government is like about to kick down our door because we know Peter. We're in contact with this man, and they want to get interviews, but they can't. This is an exclusive interview. This is the first time he's ever been interviewed on camera. So exciting, so monumental, historic.
Right. I mean, it's interesting. Like right now, before him, you know, you could say one of the biggest, powerfulest people on the planet was Oprah. But Oprah is on a waiting line to talk to this guy. Oprah has to wait to talk to him. I mean, this is how big of magnitude this man
Oprah couldn't hold a candle to Peter. I mean, she's going to have material for years on her show. I mean, Peter is going to extend Oprah's career at least by another 20 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm having trouble finding. Looks like he's putting static on.
I mean, okay, I guess we have to apologize to the people out there because, you know, Peter probably wants to censor some of this because we have to wait till 2 weeks. I mean, you know, as much as, like, I'm so anxious and we want to show these people, you know, I guess Peter is just sending a message to you saying that we have to wait.
Although, did you remember the part, I mean, we went to go meet Peter, and while we were waiting, we decided to go and get a coffee. All of a sudden, he texts me saying, "How's your coffee?" How did he know?
How did he know that?
This is, I mean, he reads minds. I mean, he's displaying the powers Jesus has.
We could have went anywhere. We could have went to another fast food place. We could have went to a deli. We could have went anywhere.
And then not yet anywhere, right? And then there's a whole menu everywhere you go. What do you eat? How did he know of all things that I'm having coffee?
I was
Could have been Coke. Could have been anything. I mean, I was not eating, but drinking. And
like I would have been impressed if he just said a beverage of some sort.
Right.
But he pinpointed coffee. How does he do it?
This is.
I mean, a person who can make a prediction of that magnitude. And it wasn't a prediction because he just knew. Someone like that deserves to be on YouTube. A person like this we can't keep to ourselves because that would be so selfish. We have to share him.
It would be a crime. And also, you know, I have another question because although he is a human being as far as body is concerned, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm an extraterrestrial because I mean,
a mere human can be
cannot,
capable of these stunning feats.
No.
Of course not.
Not at all. This is far beyond. This is. I don't know. I really have questions about how he's capable of doing this. Is it something that we can do? Is it something that can be learned?
It's transdimensional. I mean, you could travel for many galaxies, entering new dimensions. I mean, you never even saw like Captain Kirk even coming upon a being of such magnitude and grace and divine power.
Right. And speaking of which, I mean, if he indeed is an extraterrestrial, he could shed light on his home planet, or so we could definitely get some stuff going on there. But like we said, 2 weeks. This is set. You guys will all be able to see him, and please post your questions. This is.